Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
In 1982, an Antarctic research team is attacked by their Norwegian counterparts. Upon investigation, the American team discovers an alien among them, assimilating their appearances and behaviors. As their paranoia and body count grows, the team must defend themselves from John Carpenter's The Thing, starring Kurt Russell and Wilford Brimley. Diabetes!
That was perfect.
Hello! Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 72! The Thing. My name is Eric.
My name is Jason.
Fantastic.
For The Thing.
The Thing.
Crazy.
You know, I have to start off immediately by saying this movie was terrible.
Yes. No.
Where was Ben Grimm? Where was Reed Richards?
They weren't there.
That's why this was terrible. That's what I wanted. That's what I expected.
Did you see the Stan Lee cameo, though?
No.
He was, he played the dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They put him in a dog suit.
Sweet.
Made him run on all fours in Antarctic snow.
Nice, okay.
It was kind of a workout.
That was some good casting there.
Yeah. Oh, right. He did great.
Stan Lee is a much better actor than any of us ever assumed.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he should be nominated for that Oscar that he was trying to vie for.
Was he really?
Oh yeah, he put out a press release or a video saying that he needed to be nominated for an Oscar for Best Cameo.
There's not a category for
No,
best
there's
cameos,
not.
there?
But there should be, and Stan Lee should get it.
He doesn't need anything else.
I don't know.
He's kind of got it.
He keeps getting sued by people.
Yeah, but he's got enough money to cover that, don't you
true.
think?
Yeah.
He seems like one of those people that he's gotten his share. He needs to just let it go.
Yeah. Well, I think mostly that was for humor.
Right.
Yeah.
He is the humor maestro.
He is a humoridian.
Mm-hmm. He's a humatorium.
He's a humidor.
I smoke his humor.
Yeah.
I would go in a little room with glass windows and smoke some Stan Lee humor.
Yeah.
Why
Fuck
not?
yeah. Fuck yeah.
Stan Lee.
Did I say that my name was Eric?
My name is Jason.
There we go. Just wanted to make sure before we got too far into Stan Lee talk.
Mm-hmm.
Stan Lee chat.
Stanley
Lieberman.
The Stanley Cup. Are you wearing your Stanley Cup?
I am.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
I
went to a hockey game.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And I swear, I've been to quite a few hockey games over the years.
I've been to one.
Bombers?
Yes.
All of mine have always been Bombers. Until the other night, I went to see the Gems. They're like one league up above the Bombers.
Well, the Bombers don't exist anymore, do they?
They don't exist anymore.
That's what I thought.
But it was literally the perfect hockey game.
Okay.
Literally.
All right.
Because, and I'll go ahead and say, I'll go and do it this way. We were the underdogs.
Okay.
I don't like it when people do that, but I'm going to do it.
All right.
Because I can't help it. We were the underdogs.
Okay.
The other team was the top-rated team in that league.
Okay.
We had a decent fight. We had a power play on both sides, different times. And we were the underdogs. We won in overtime.
Fuck yeah.
And it was like a close game the whole game. Like tied up most of the game.
Right. So it was like 0-0?
No, it was like... I mean, it did start out that way. Were you there? Because it did start out 0-0. That's the way it started. But then it was like 1, then it was 1-1, then it was 2 and 2-2. I mean, it was like
okay.
It was like nose to nose, head to head, action to action. And they got to the third period, but then they had the fourth period, which is a small period, which is
not as bloody.
Exactly, not as bloody. You can still go down there, but you don't want to.
Right.
And in the fourth period, the overtime, OT, as the kids call it, Gems won.
Sweet.
4-3.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And I say this just to tell the rest of the story, not to celebrate the fact, because I'm not a fan of this sort of thing. But I'm serious here. I said that with a weird voice, funny voice, denoting sarcasm, which is not actually there.
Okay.
But one of the other teams, the Lumberjack, one of their members, not his penis, but the actual man, he slipped. With no one else around, slipped, knocked his head into the board, the wall or whatever, and looked like he had a concussion. He lay there for a good 2 minutes, and they had to carry him like he skated off, but they were a man on each side of him holding him up because he couldn't even stand up, and they had to carry him off. So, he may have died that night. The opposing team member. Hope not.
And you cheered for that.
No, there were guys that did, though. They counted him out like in a boxing match. There was these two drunk guys that counted 1 to 10, and then they were like, "You're out of here!" And it was horrible.
And by two drunk guys, you mean yourself and Kathleen.
Me and Kathleen. Yeah, that's right. I took my girlfriend and this dude from Mavericks, who has taken me to numerous Bombers games since I was 14. He met us up there and went to the game. Matt LeClaire is his name.
Oh, okay. He's a customer.
Yeah, customer. Magic player.
Right.
Actually, Pro Tour Magic player.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I went to one Bombers game. I used to work at the hotel across the street from the Nutter Center. Mm-hmm. And we would occasionally get free tickets because we were the official hotel of the Bombers.
Was that Peabody's Sperm and Pay?
Yes.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, whenever they would get new recruits or new draft picks or whatever, while they were trying to find places to live within the Fairborn, Beaver Creek, Dayton area, proper, they would stay and live at our hotel until they found a place to live.
Really?
Yeah.
So for weeks and weeks, months and months?
Yes, mostly weeks. But, yeah. And a lot of the Bomber players were of German origin.
Really?
And so occasionally we would have these German players come down to the pool and get completely naked and sit in the hot tub.
And yell things in German?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
We'd had a lot of complaints.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Naked, loud hockey players? Really?
Yeah.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
For the other guests.
Yes, they were.
Oh.
But, no, yeah, I got some free tickets one day. Went to the game before I had to go to work. And, so I took my parents. And there was a reporter from Channel 2 News, WDTN. Mm-hmm. I believe they were an ABC station at the time. There was one of the reporters was sitting in the row in front of us, and my dad continued to just talk to him the entire game.
Really?
Yeah.
Not about the game, but just...
He would occasionally about the game, but mostly he would just he would lean over and across the row and talk to this guy.
to this guy's annoyance or
this guy clearly was disturbed by my dad.
So your dad had he was a fan or something like that?
He likes the guy on the news. I don't think he works for the station anymore. This was 12 years ago, something like that.
Right.
He was the you know how he was the Consumers Report guy. Like if a company was screwing someone, like they'd turn to 2.
Oh, yeah.
And he was that guy.
He would bring out the facts for us, the
Right.
common man.
And he would like put these people on the air and like have the like broadcast their complaints, and then the company would basically be forced to rectify whatever problem these people had due to the bad press that they were receiving.
And now he's a Walmart greeter.
Who knows what he is now? But yeah.
You know, the weirdest moment I ever had, like the most surreal hockey event I ever had, was actually the same guy that went and met us there. Me and him went years ago to a hockey game at Nutter Center, and there was a wedding before the game on the ice. And I swear it was bizarre because the guy was a military guy. They came out in a limo onto the ice. They got out, and and you know how like you've seen those like military salutes, whatever, where there's like a row, like 2 rows of military guys with their swords held high.
Right.
People walk under.
Yeah.
They had 1 row of those guys and a row of hockey players holding hockey sticks. And they walk out under that, and they get married on the ice.
Right.
And the entire time, my buddy Matt is heckling them. He's like, "You suck. You know, she's fat or whatever." You know, he's like just being an asshole. And it was hilarious. We're like, "Oh, that was funny." They couldn't even really hear us, I'm sure.
Right.
And then like 10 minutes later, they like come down the stairs.
Yeah.
To join their family, who's sitting 2 rows behind us. It was pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
But the Bombers games were always so surreal because there'd be like one time I saw Nancy Cartwright, voice of
Bart Simpson, right,
riding on the Zamboni while the guy was driving the Zamboni, doing impressions of like all the characters that she does on the show.
Right.
And, like, I was like, this is fucking weird. And the entire time there's a tiny blimp flying around the arena, spewing out tickets for free Papa John's pizzas. It's like the most drug-induced scenario I could imagine, but it was real.
Wow.
That's why I love hockey games. It's like half about the hockey and the other half about the just
bizarre shit.
Yeah. It's like some weird reality. Wow. But yeah, I want to go back. I've got 2 more tickets, but they're only playing 1 more home game. The Gems. So, I don't know if I can.
So where did the Gems play?
They play at the Hara.
Okay.
Which is, it's weird because it's a smaller place, but they're like a higher level team. And the scariest thing about that, we were 3 rows from the glass.
Hara's in the ghetto.
Harrow's in the ghetto. Harrow's in the ghetto. Harrow's in the ghetto. But we sat 3 rows from the glass. We got really good seats. And the glass was seriously like 4.5 feet tall.
Right.
As opposed to like, I don't know what, 8 feet regulation or whatever. Like, it was so fucking scary because at any time a puck could have like been shot through. Right. I've never seen that before ever at Nutter Center. I've only ever been at Hara and Nutter Center. And, it's always like way taller than you can possibly be standing up.
Right.
But it was shorter than us sitting down. Right. And we were scared that we were going to get hit by a puck. And that happened in Columbus years ago.
Really?
Like 5 years ago, somebody died from a Blue Jackets puck.
Yeah. I remember hearing about that.
It was scary. Very scary.
Well, it's a good thing that didn't happen to you.
It's a good thing. Or else I wouldn't be here.
Or you wouldn't be here, and I'd miss you.
I'd miss me too.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Of course, if it would have hit, one of the other people you were with, I probably wouldn't care as much.
Kathleen or Matt?
Yeah. Well, definitely Matt. I wouldn't care about that.
You don't even know him.
I really don't know him, other than I know he's a Magic customer. And Kathleen, I'd probably feel bad about because I know how much you like her.
I care deeply for the woman.
I consider her kind of a friend at this point now.
Yeah? She's moved on from acquaintance to friend.
Yeah.
I applaud that move. Good job.
Yeah.
Kathleen to Eric's Bishop 4. Good move, Kathleen. Checkmate.
And that is how the thing starts.
With a chess game.
With a chess game and a computer.
On one of those high-tech 1982 computers. It looks like my brother's Commodore 64.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like.
I think, my neighbor used to have, even like in the 90s, he had a computer like that where he would play chess on. It was pretty archaic at that point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Come on, seriously, online chess? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Just pull out the fucking chessboard and play with
Play, right, with an actual human being.
Go to a park. There's always an old guy playing.
Yeah.
You know?
Of course, I guess if you're in Antarctica, then your options are a little limited.
R.J. McCready has a point.
That's true. Kurt Russell. Bearded, long hair, mullet.
Amazing hat.
Amazing hat, of course. Of course.
That hat could house any 3 heads on the face of the earth.
I believe that is the true definition of a 10-gallon hat.
It may be a more like 47-gallon hat.
Now, you love Kurt Russell.
I don't love him. I'm a fan.
But you wrote a comic about him.
That's true. I forgot about that. Kurt Russell and John Lennon cruising America.
Yeah.
It was actually the corpse of John Lennon.
Yes, it was.
And Kurt Russell in a Corvette. I honestly wish I still had a copy of that.
Oh, wow. I think I may have.
I haven't seen it in like 10 years.
Wow. I may actually have a copy somewhere
that'd be awesome.
on a disc somewhere.
I would redraw
it. You were not a great artist at that time.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. I think I was as talented as I am now, which, isn't saying much, but I was so much more impatient that I was like,
right.
I want to do a comic, and it has to be done in an hour.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I would just and then there it would be done.
I remember that. I remember, was it Robot Turkey? Robot
Ostrich with guns.
Guns. Because that was a Spawn toy.
It was a Spawn toy, yeah. We were like, I remember I was working at Mavericks back at the time. This was back when I worked at Mavericks. And we got this toy in, and it was an ostrich with a ton of, like a shitload of fucking guns on it. And it was supposed to be serious. Like, apparently it wasn't like a joke. And I was like, what? It needs its own comic. And then, and obviously that wasn't going to happen, so I decided to make it myself.
And it was awesome. It was awesome.
Appreciate that.
Something about faggy superheroes in it too. I remember.
Yeah. He fought nothing but gay superheroes or something because he was so badass. He couldn't be bothered with straight heterosexual superheroes. Ridiculous, sir.
Ridiculous, but awesome. That is the true testament of a Jason Young.
Oh, I applaud you, sir.
Way better than anything you've done recently.
Oh, yeah. Or to come.
Yeah.
Howdy.
The Thing!
The Thing! Can we call it Thing with an A?
Sure.
Let's do it from now on.
All right.
John Carpenter's The Thing.
John Carpenter's The Thing that had nothing to do with Ben Grimm.
I know, that's why I picked it, actually. I'm a huge FF/Thing fan.
But he wasn't in it.
I know, I was disappointed.
No clobbering time. No Yancey Street.
At one point, I think R.J. McCready mouthed "It's clobbering time," and they dubbed over in post.
Yeah.
I think he said something like, make sure Wilford Brimley's got the Folgers brewing. I don't know.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess once I got over that fact,
Yeah.
I kind of liked this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. As drunk as I am.
Complete honesty here.
Yeah.
Complete. What's the word? What's the word?
Disclosure?
Disclosure. We're drunk.
Oh, yeah. It's a Thursday night. It's a late Thursday night.
It's actually an early Friday morning.
It is actually early Friday morning. Normally, I'd have to get up in 5 hours to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
But Sunday is
It's
Easter.
Christmas. What is Easter?
Easter.
Happy Meester.
Happy Meester. And I don't have to go to work. So, fuck it. We watched a movie. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, hit the rock.
Boom. Went and got the official food of gutter trash.
Mexican.
Los
Los cucarachas.
cucarachas.
Served by the finest 9-year-olds in Kettering.
One of them tried to attack your car.
That's true, Frankenstein style. We were walking out of Mavericks because we robbed the place. And
we robbed the place and left them $100.
You spent a shitload of money after hours. Like, I unlocked the door just so you could. I figured you'd buy, like, the new issue of, I don't know, Ned's Atomic Dustbin. That's a band. That's not a comic. And instead you spent 100 clams on comic books. And then we walked out towards the car, and there was a kid walking Frankenstein style from a van towards my car. And I was like, what? And then he got back in the van, and we were like, this is weird, and we drove away. Did I mention we've had a lot of alcohol?
We have.
Yes. We both had a Norse chalice of beer at the Mexican place. Like, that's enough to make Thor drunk 3 times.
Yeah, it was huge.
Those are huge. I feel like it's a prop in a movie. Like, when they bring those out, it's like,
right.
They're like, do you want small or large? And then, you're like, large.
Right.
And then they bring out something that we could crawl inside of if it was empty.
It was, it's one of those things that, like, if our lives were musicals, we'd be, like, hoisting the things up, with great enthusiasm and, like, smashing the glasses together.
Yeah.
And, like, a tidal wave of mead would have,
It's ridiculous.
come out of it, yes.
It's like outlandishly large.
Comically large.
And we drank them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, we did.
And then
I drank an
drinking more.
entire bottle of whiskey.
So yeah, we'll preface this by saying
We're drunk.
We're sorry.
Yeah. Oh, well, that too.
Yeah.
But hey, the word booze is in our tagline. So.
Oh, that's true. I always forget that.
Yeah, and we don't live up to that enough. So here it is, folks.
I forgot there's peanuts in my beer now too. In honor of my mom, Phyllis Taylor,
What?
My mom's Phyllis Taylor.
But your name is Young.
My name is Young. She remarried in the early aughts.
Okay. All right.
And I stuck a bunch of peanuts in my Great Lakes burning river because when I was a kid, my mom would sit around and watch Dukes of Hazzard or whatnot. And she would put like a handful of peanuts in her 12-ounce Coca-Cola bottle. 14-ounce? 16-ounce? 12. 14, 16?
12 is a can.
I think it was 16.
16 to 20 is a bottle.
Yeah, I think it was a 16-ounce bottle. Remember with the little indented circle in the bottom? Do you remember those?
No.
Oh, I love that. But she would put a handful of peanuts in there and let them sit, and then she would, like, as she drank the Coca-Cola, she would eat the peanuts that came, like, scuttling out of the bottle.
So you're doing it now with your beer. How is it?
It's not bad. It's
Right?
not bad.
Right.
It's not amazing, but it's not bad. I would do it again.
It's weird. My coworker brought up today that there is a Coca-Cola has designed a new bottle for their beverages.
Really?
Which is a rectangular shape, so that they can pack more in a case.
Wow.
And it utilizes more room, and they can also stack bottles on top of each other.
Really?
Basically, the bottom of the bottle fits directly in with the cap of the bottle to interlock.
Wow.
And that as you drink the bottle, it collapses until when you're done, it becomes a very compact thing that you can just throw away.
Wait. How does that... Is it glass?
No, it's plastic.
No, it's plastic.
Yeah.
And it collapses as you drink.
Yes.
Do you have to, like, shorten it, or does it automatically do so?
It automatically does so.
I'm creeped out. Doesn't make any sense.
Again, this is just what my friend has told me. I don't know for sure that this is real.
This is something he read about on his iPhone.
Right. Well, he has a droid, but yes. That is maybe something that he found on that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. If it's true, I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'd like to see it in action.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a time-elapsed video of someone doing that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Put it up, kids, if you've done it.
It's almost as if the bottle has assimilated itself to the beverage that you're drinking. Much like the
thing.
Kurt Russell, mullet.
Keith David.
David, no hair.
Yeah.
Young.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Looking foxy.
Indeed.
Broken arm. You didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
There's a scene where you can spy his cast. Ooh. He broke his arm during the making of the movie. I remember reading about this, or hearing about it in the commentary, I think. There's a scene, spoiler, he breaks his arm, and they had to film it anyway. Uh-huh. So it's like whenever Wilford Brimley's going crazy with the axe,
right?
And they're like all hiding in the hallway, and he's like looking around the corner. There's a scene where he actually has a cast on his arm, and they filmed that scene with his cast, but he like has a jacket on, so you don't. But if you look, you can see it.
So, did Wilford Brimley break his arm?
Wilford Brimley did not.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
because I do not want the film Cocoon tainted by this.
Cocoon, or Cocunt, as they called it in the in Zack and Mary Make a Porno. They were going to make a spoof of Cocoon called Cocunt.
Oh, really? I've not seen that movie.
It's surprisingly funny.
Oh, okay.
I think it may be my favorite Kevin Smith movie.
Not Cop Out?
Not saying much. Yeah, Cop Out. Well, I'm waiting on the Blu-ray in case there's like an hour of extra footage, you know.
That movie looks fucking terrible.
I would not see it.
I have a remote interest in seeing Zack and Mary, but no interest at all in seeing Cop Out.
Zack and Mary is surprisingly good. Made me laugh out loud on
Brandon
more than
Routh
one
is in
occasion. Brandon Routh is Superman's a gay porn star.
Nice.
It's pretty awesome.
Because I can see that. Yeah.
I would watch a movie with any gay porn star dressed like Superman. I would do that.
Fantastic. But we're here to talk about The Thing, and you're chewing peanuts in your beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's so off-putting.
I know. It's actually kind of tasty. The peanuts are like soaking up the beer.
Yeah, it's good.
But Brendan Ralph, yes.
Brendan Ralph, he is not in The Thing. He was probably too young to be in that.
Oh, yeah. He's probably never even seen it.
Well, he's probably seen it, but probably wasn't born at the time, I would say.
In 82?
82? How old is that guy?
I bet he's our age.
Is he our age?
Yeah.
30, 32, 30, 31, 32?
30-ish, and then it's early 30s.
Early 30s. Yeah, I could see that, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought he was a fine Superman.
Mm-hmm.
He's good in the show Chuck.
He's in Chuck?
He is in Chuck,
He's not Chuck, though, is he?
No, he is not Chuck. He is Chuck's boss, kind of.
So he...
Probably will die at the end of this season.
Really?
Spoilers.
Chuck's gonna kill him.
Maybe. Or perhaps one of the other characters.
Wow, really? Murder, though?
Maybe self-defense.
Wow. Yeah. Crazy.
Judging by the last episode and the previews for the next episode.
Wow.
I'm a fan, is what I'm saying.
I want to see it.
It's pretty good. You should watch it sometime. The Thing!
We already said the plot, huh? Did we?
Yeah, we already said the plot.
Sweet. So you guys know.
We have tried something new here today.
This is a first.
We hope that this works. We hope that we can maybe incorporate this into future episodes.
Even in a state of inebriation, we're trying new things.
We are.
Actually, I usually try new things in a state of inebriation.
That's usually when you most try to do them, yeah.
That's when I did double anal for the first time.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Because you're more relaxed.
Never look back. That's my advice.
Never regret. Never surrender.
Never surrender. The Thing.
So I guess I should actually tell you that I quite enjoyed this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought you would.
This is one of those things where I think at this point, being that, I am a big horror movie fan. I love horror movies. I watch at least maybe one a week, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
There was a certain fear going into this movie that maybe it was so overhyped, because it generally is regarded as one of the best horror movies of the early 80s.
Right.
That it couldn't possibly live up to that hype.
Yeah.
I think it did. I think it surpassed it.
That's awesome. It sort of boggles my mind that you haven't seen it yet, actually.
It kind of boggles my mind as well. But then, at the same time, I still haven't seen any Friday the 13th.
Right.
I haven't seen any of the original Halloweens outside of number 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, for as much horror as I do tend to watch, I haven't seen a lot of the classics.
Well, those two don't, like the Friday the 13th and the Halloween don't surprise me, because I know you're not a slasher fan. Like, you're more into the, just horror, as a genre in general, not specifically the slasher.
Right.
So, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Right.
But the thing, it's weird to me that, that's why I picked this.
Right.
Not because, I'd seen this movie and I liked it, but I was like,
right.
I can't believe he hasn't seen this. He needs to.
Yeah. That's why I'm really glad you picked it, because I know at some point maybe I would have picked it, but,
Right.
I'm totally glad that you did, and it's about fucking time that I see this movie. Is pretty much what I'm saying.
So, my favorite movie, as I think I've said on numerous occasions on the show, favorite movie of all time, Alien, without a doubt. There's not even a close second for me. This movie reminds me a lot.
Very similar, yeah.
Just a bunch of people in a situation. This thing happens.
The thing.
and then things start falling apart.
The thing.
Wow, that's crazy. Is that Tony Harris? Who's that?
I believe that is Tony Harris. Yeah.
Tony Harris, The Thing.
Wow.
And then but it's a very subtle, slow build up, suspense horror sci-fi movie, which can be applied to either one of the movies I'm speaking of. But I am speaking of The Thing.
Yeah.
And,
it is a slow build-up, but at the same time, it does not waste time getting to the point of it.
Oh, it's there.
Almost
a minute into the movie, you see the monster.
Yeah.
Spoiler!
Yeah. And it's, I guess it first inhabits a dog. Mm-hmm. It's about this creature who possesses... It doesn't really possess, but it assimilates the genetics of another living creature and becomes that thing. The thing. But it starts out as this dog, and I have to say that I've seen dogs and cats do creepy shit in real life. This dog does some creepy fucking shit.
Yeah.
The creepiest shit I've ever seen the dog do.
Like that, the staring. And
yes.
There's this scene where the camera sort of is backing up through a hallway as the dog follows the camera.
Yeah.
The dog never looks at the camera.
Yeah.
That baffles me. It's a fucking dog.
Right.
And it's following a camera, and it's not looking at the camera.
Yeah.
That is either a well-trained dog, or it's really the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Assuming that it's well-trained. Mm-hmm. Whoever trained that dog did a fucking great job with that.
He deserves the canine training Oscar.
Seriously, yeah.
Him or Stanley, either one. I'd go halvesies. I'd vote on both.
Yeah.
Because Stanley created Lockjaw, and
sure. It's very true. It's a creepy dog as well.
Creepy dog. Thing on his head. What is that thing?
Ben Grimm.
And The Thing.
The Thing. Thing, ring, do your thing.
What did you think of the hat? Jerry McCready's hat.
I believe we've already discussed this.
R.J. McCready's hat.
R.J. McCready's hat. Is his name Jack?
You're thinking of Jack Burton.
I know I'm thinking of Jack Burton, but like I could have sworn that I read
They call him Mac.
They call him Mac because his name is McCready, and it's RJ. Does the J stand for Jack?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I think I remember reading something about how every time that Kurt Russell has appeared in a John Carpenter movie, his name is Jack.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the third one? He's only been in...
I only remember the two, but, you know.
Okay.
There's three. Snake Plissken.
Overboard? What?
Escape from New York.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Which I've also never seen.
I've never seen that either.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I have seen parts of Escape from L.A.
Me too. I saw the whole entire thing, unfortunately.
I did not, but I did see the Bruce Campbell part.
Yeah, that's why I went. I went to the theater, and man, it's not good.
I was working at a theater when that movie came out, and one of the promotional items that they were giving away when that movie came out was a Escape from L.A. bandana, which I begged to have and wore it.
Did it say Escape from
It said Escape from L.A. across, where you would put it on the forehead.
That's hilarious.
And I wore that for like 2 weeks while that movie was in the theaters.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
Like, while you're at work.
Oh, yeah.
Or while you were not at work.
Both.
I can't imagine.
Mostly while I was at work. I mean, like, it was the summer. So, like, I would wear it, and then, like, I'd put my little, like, concession stand hat on top of it, you know.
I still, like, I'm having trouble with this for some reason. Like, it seems like something that you would frown upon now.
Probably. There's a lot of stuff that, happened when I was younger that I would frown upon now. Yeah.
See, I've never grown out of my 14-year-old version. I am literally the same person that I was when I was 14, except for my car insurance is cheaper.
That. I'm sure you have some ideals that you've maybe not reversed your position on, but changed the angle of it a little, you know.
Well, of course, I stopped believing in punk rock, of course.
Right, yeah. Punk rock is dead.
Right, it's dead. Green Day was the last one, of
They
course.
pretty much killed it, yeah.
No, I still believe in punk rock. But, I've got a different view on some things, but...
Right.
I mean, I could see myself doing a lot of the same things when I was 14 as I still do now.
Right.
Like, you disapprove, as you said, of the mullet thing.
Right.
I could see myself doing it back then. I still do it.
You're planning on doing it now.
In a week.
Yeah.
In a week.
Oh, that's right. Wow.
Yeah.
1
week till mullet.
I do not condone.
Mm-hmm.
Do not condone. I hope that
I get arrested.
I do not want to see your license when you get that renewed. Do not...
I really don't want to see... I was going to ask if you want to post it.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
But as long as I don't have to see it.
Okay. Just don't look at the website.
Right. I just... Even as a 14-year-old, you should have known better, I think. This is pretty much what I'm thinking.
I think by the time I was 14, I didn't have a mullet anymore. Like, it was mostly in the 10 to probably 12 range.
Right.
Maybe when I was 14. I can't remember.
You sure you didn't just go for the whole hog headbanger, long hair?
I had the long hair.
Yeah.
I had the long hair.
So I think even like when I first met you at Mavericks, you had long hair. And
I know by the time I was 16, I had like short hair, but I was alternating colors like green or blue or whatever, like more punk rock.
I think I didn't know you at that point in time.
I had a rat tail at one point, a mullet at one point.
Because I think when I met you for the first time at Mavericks, I was in college at that point because I had always gone to different comics shops than Mavericks.
Mm-hmm. As well, you should.
As well, I should. Mm-hmm. Mostly because they were closer and, closer to where I lived.
Right.
But by the time I started going to art school, my comic shop had closed up, and so Mavericks was actually the closest to where I usually was.
Mm-hmm. Fit your needs.
Street.
Fit your needs.
Fit my needs. It was right across the street, and by that point, I think I would go into Mavericks, and I met you, and I don't think you colored your hair at that point in time, but you had long hair, and you had like a really long goatee going on.
Wow, I was so alternative 90s.
Yeah.
I was stuck in that.
It was weird because you're like only a year older than me.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a loser. I have been for decades.
Hey, I'm right with you, man. As much as I try to deny it, I'm just a dork loser who probably deserves to die.
Darkness. That was darkness. I like you. That's why we watched The Thing together.
Aliens.
Alien suspense. Snow.
Antarctic. Snow.
Suspense.
Frozen.
It was very suspenseful.
It was indeed. It was actually. It was weird because, like, again, you know, at this point in my fandom of horror movies, you know, I just always thought of it as a like a gore fest.
Right.
It really isn't.
Yeah,
there's like maybe 3-4 scenes total that sort of, you know.
And those are creepy.
Yeah, they are. But everything else is just it's suspense building. It's tension building. It's a slow burn.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was almost worried that you'd just be bored with the slow burn, but and the gore that you were speaking of, a lot of times they're like completely like they're like shrouded in shadow, and you have to like peer into your screen to like even see what's going on. But it, you know, you can make out what's happening, but it's not like gratuitous in your face. It's not Story of Ricky style violence. It's it's just like subtle and creepy.
I think that's. I'm a fan of the slow burn, but I think it has to be done right for it to work well. I think, and this movie gets it right, definitely. Like I've seen other movies where you know it's going through puberty.
Oh, is that what those curly hairs are? You should put on some pants when we do the show. I've been meaning to talk to you that for about 33 episodes.
Ball sack.
Okay.
I honestly didn't hear a word that you just said.
You just said something about the guitar player from Guara, but that's all I know.
Who's your youngest?
Ball sack.
It's a Japanese horror punk band as well.
Well, that's true. Misfits-ish.
Misfits-ish. Sponsored by the Misfits on occasion. They're horrible.
Misfits. They suck.
Well, with Jerry only singing, they definitely do. The Thing. I was saying something about slow burns.
Slow burns. You said this one worked sometimes.
Yeah, like I've seen a couple movies recently where it attempts the slow burn thing, but I think they sort of get confused with just, you know, they confuse slow burn with, you know, just not doing anything.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, let's meander for 45 minutes.
Right, yeah.
That's called a slow burn.
Right, or let's call this character development, but we're not really developing shit.
Yeah.
You know? And there's not like a ton of character development in this movie, but it's the suspense that keeps building. You know?
There's enough where, like, you get like tidbits of like who these people are, so like they're not just random bodies as they die or as they become, you know, engulfed with this alien life form, also known as an ALF. but yeah, you sort of get to know them a little,
right?
And you're wondering who's who.
I do have to say that I was confused on occasion. Characters are referred to by name, but I don't believe that any names are actually associated with characters.
Yeah, right.
Other than just McCready and like maybe like one or two other characters.
I had that same thing happen. I was like, "Who's Blair? Who's what?
Right.
Like, who's Doucheku? Whatever."
They kept, I remember at one point they kept naming the name Fuchs.
Yeah, Fuchs. Yeah.
Like, who the fuck was that guy?
Yeah.
Who the fuck was that guy?
He wasn't Keith David, and he wasn't Kurt Russell, and he wasn't Wilford Brimley.
Right.
He was one of the other guys. Wilford Brimley with an axe. You just don't see that.
No.
Not enough, anyway. That was awesome.
Maybe that's how he should be doing his new diabetes commercials.
With an axe? He could chop up diabetes.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lumberjack of sugar.
You can cut off your limbs when they need to be amputated because you have the diabetes. Yikes! I shouldn't say that because I probably have the diabetes.
I might have it too. I've got sugar issues.
I most likely do as well. We're gonna die, Jason.
High five. Hopefully we die on the air like a rock star.
That would be amazing.
Oh, double dual death?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like as we're reviewing something.
Right.
Oh, man.
Sugar Shock, the comic.
Fucking yeah. Josh Whedon writer deaths, please. So, would you recommend this film to other people who have not seen it?
I totally would.
Me too.
Totally would. This was really good. And again, like it comes down to, this is like one of the most revered horror movies of the early '80s, and I just totally thought that it just wouldn't live up to what everyone has said about it, and greatly surprised to find that it did.
It's creepy as fuck. Special effects, awesome.
Great.
And one of the best things about it is, like, it does not let up and give you a Hollywood ending where everything's happy. Right. Spoiler. Everybody fucking dies.
Well,
they don't show it all. Like, it ends with, a couple of people still alive.
Right.
But they're, like, preparing.
There's no hope for them.
Yeah, there's, like, literally, they're like, we're about to die.
Yeah.
And they just kind of laugh and hang out and chill by the fire together.
Accept their fate.
Yeah. That's pretty dark.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's a bleak ending, and then that music starts back up.
Yeah.
And fucking creepy.
I love a dark ending.
Yeah.
Like a Hollywood ending is okay, but yeah, I definitely prefer the bleak.
Right.
Definitely more so than the Hollywood.
I don't mind a happy ending, but a Hollywood ending. Like, where things, like, inexplicably become positive.
Right,
like, War of the Worlds, Spielberg style.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I like it. Everybody doesn't have to die, and it doesn't have to be hopeless, but that works for this movie.
Right.
And it is a fucking hopeless ending, but appropriate.
Right.
You're not like bummed out. You're like, damn, when it's over.
I think, I think sometimes the Hollywood ending works well, like in Shaun of the Dead, where it's like almost a parody of it.
Right.
Where, like, just inexplicably, like, the army comes and saves the day, and, like, our two main characters, like, live happily ever after.
Right.
And that's fine.
Yeah, it works. That works.
Right. But, like, in the Romero movies that's parodying, it's it's bleak and it's hopeless and it, at the end of any of his movies that nobody's making out of there alive. And this kind of like almost in between.
Mm-hmm. I can see it. Yeah, it's dark, but amazingly good.
Yeah. Good stuff. John Carpenter. Not seen very many of his movies otherwise.
I've seen a few. I've seen
Big Trouble in Little China.
Big Trouble, Vampires.
I've not seen that. I've not seen Halloween.
I've seen the first one. That's the only one I've seen, actually.
Huh?
That's the only one I've seen is the first one.
I've not seen Ghosts of Mars. I have seen Starman.
Ghosts of Mars.
Ghosts of Mars with Ice Cube and
Gary Sinise?
I don't know if that's Red Planet.
Oh, that one's horrible.
Yeah. No, this is Ice Cube and Jason Statham and Natasha Henstridge.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Those three people.
Yeah.
That sounds like a benefit.
I think Pam Grier may be in it as well.
Really?
Yeah.
We should watch that.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Yeah. I've heard nothing but bad things about it, but I've totally watch it.
Then let's do it.
All right. What else? Starman again.
That was Starman? He did that?
Yeah.
Really?
Jeff Bridges, Karen Allen. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I like that one.
Oh, that's a great movie. That is a fantastic movie. What else?
Three Amigos.
I don't believe he did that.
I wrote the screenplay. Perhaps. Yeah.
We'll have to look that up in the break.
We'll IMDb it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah. I mean, I couldn't say that I'm a John Carpenter fan, but the movies of his that I have seen, I've enjoyed.
Didn't he do Precinct 13? Did he do that?
He did the original. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because there was our local video store in town that has long since closed.
Precinct
13. It was
13.
called Precinct 13. Yeah. That guy was apparently a huge John Carpenter fan.
Jason.
Sure.
Can't remember his last name.
All I remember is going in there and renting movies, and there were like just John Carpenter posters
everywhere. Oh, yeah. He was a super fan.
Yeah. They Live.
Oh, I love They Live.
Roddy Piper.
And it even had Keith David from this very film.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I really do.
That's actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah. Legitimately.
Dark Star.
I don't remember that one.
It's,
the outer space movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a comedy.
Yeah.
But not
it's
a great
iffy.
comedy.
It's iffy. I didn't realize it was him.
Yeah, it's simply okay.
Vampires ain't bad. James Woods.
Yeah, I like James Woods, but
it's not bad.
I've never seen it. The only one I've ever seen is the sequel that has John Bon Jovi in it. All right, Kurt Russell has got a mullet in most every movie he's in.
An amazing hat in this movie. Doogie wants that hat. If you ever see that hat, please send it to my roommate Doogie.
We actually watched Doogie's copy of
Doogie's disc. This is Doogie's.
Doogie's thing.
We looked at Doogie's thing, and he was the other day. I was like, "You mind if we borrow the thing and watch it for the podcast?" He was like, "Oh, that's cool." He's like, "Well, I'd totally watch it with you guys." And I was like, "Oh, he was like, I could be on the show. I know a lot about the thing." And I was like, we just had a guest the other day. I was like, maybe sometime.
We should have Doogie on at some point.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. As long as he's as drunk as we are right now.
Oh, he will be.
Oh, I know he will be. That's his natural state.
Yeah.
But, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I know you would do it.
Yeah.
I know you would.
Yeah. I think having him do a movie that he is intimately familiar with, maybe
a little much.
Yeah, but a movie that maybe all three of us aren't so familiar with, it would probably be more awesome.
I'd like that. Yeah. I'd like that better.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing, thumbs up.
Thumbs up, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to go, John Carpenter. What the hell happened to you?
I think this was his home run.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah.
I think this was his '86 bloop between Billy Buckner's legs to win the '86 World Series when he was playing for the Mets. Is by the name of Mookie Wilson. I like this movie.
All right, take a break.
All right.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the cat patrol. Foes that want to make sure my casket's closed. Rap critics say he's money cash holes. I'm from the hood, stupid. What type of facts are those? If you grew up with holes in your zapper toes, you celebrate the minute you was having dope. I'm like, fuck critics, you can kiss my whole asshole. If you don't like my lyrics, you can press fast forward. Got beef with radio if I don't play they show. They don't play my hits. Well, I don't give a shit. So, rap mags try and use my black ass so advertisers could give them more cash for ads. Fuckers, I don't know what you take me as or understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. I'm from rags, the richest niggas, I ain't dumb. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. Yeah, it's 94 and my trunk is raw. In my rear view mirror is the motherfucking law. Got two choices, y'all. Pull over the car or bounce on the devil, put the pedal to the floor. And I ain't trying to see no highway chase with Jake. Plus I got a few dollars, I can fight the case. So I pull over to the side of the road. I heard, son, do you know I'm stopping you for? Cause I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low. Do I look like a mind reader, sir? I don't know. Am I under arrest or should I guess some more? Well, you was doing 55 in the 54. Lost the registration and step out of the car. You carrying a weapon on you, I know a lot of you are. I ain't stepping out of shit, all my papers legit. Well, do you mind if I look around the car a little bit? Well, my glove compartment is locked, so is the trunk in the back. And I know my rights, so you gon' need a warrant for that. Aren't you sharp as attack? You some type of law or something, somebody important or something. I ain't passed the bar, but I know a little bit enough that you wanna legally search my shit. Well, we'll see how smart you are when the K9 comes. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me! 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me! 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me! Once upon a time, not too long ago, a nigga like myself had a strong arm, a hoe. And this is not a hoe in the sense of having a pussy, but a pussy having no goddamn sense. Try and push me. I try to ignore him, talk to the Lord, pray for him, but some fools just love to perform. You know the type, loud as a motorbike, but wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. And only thing that's gonna happen is I'ma get the clapping, and he and his boys gonna be yapping to the captain. And there I go trapped in the Kit Kat again. Back through the system with the riff-raff again. Fiends on the floor, scratching again. Paparazzis with their cameras, snapping them. DA try to give a nigga shaft again. $500,000 for bail cause I'm African. Or because this fool was harassing them. Trying to play the boy like he's saccharine. But ain't none sweet but I hold my gun. I got 99 pounds, being a bitch ain't one. Hit me! 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me! 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me! Having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, and bitch ain't one. You crazy for this one, Rick? It's your boy.
What's up, kids? Welcome back to Gutter Trash. Woo! How's it going?
It's going all right.
Yeah. Rock and roll.
Still drunk, not looking forward to the hangover tomorrow.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean the movie.
Zach Galifianakis.
No, I probably won't be seeing that movie tomorrow.
You know, if I could bring it down for a moment.
Sure.
A little serious, heartfelt moment. The first date I ever had with the lovely Kathleen Coyle was when we went to see The Hangover.
Really?
At the Green. That's
really?
right. Yeah. Very first date.
Really?
First night we ever hung out, we went to
Tronies.
Tronies. I started to say
which I recommended to you.
Tronies, as you recommended.
Did you enjoy that?
Loved it.
Did she?
Loved it.
Really?
And then we went to the Green and watched The Hangover.
Wow.
It was a good date.
Sounds awful.
Mexican food and beardy funny guys.
Italian food.
That's what I said. I had Mexican food tonight. My memory lasts about 12 hours. Usually. Yeah.
Oh, Mexican food is the official Gutter Trash meal.
It is. Yeah. If you're ever catering the show, listener,
bring us Mexican food.
Vegetarian for me.
Yeah.
Not for him.
Yeah. And official food of drawing night is either Chinese or pizza.
Mostly Chinese.
Yeah.
Little cannolis. What do I get? Scrambled.
You get calzone.
Calzone, that's what it is.
And I get a variety of anything from pizza to a hoagie to ravioli to spaghetti to lasagna to chicken parmesan.
We love the hot cheese.
Mostly just anything that will come with a salad, because I love that fucking salad.
I like cheese that's hot.
Hot cheese is pretty good too.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing.
Melty cheese.
Maybe with the beer. Hot cheese and beer.
Hot cheese and beer, maybe a soda. I prefer soda, maybe, sometimes. I really only drink when we do the show.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't say the same. I had
No.
the hockey game, the aforementioned James game. They had dollar beers.
Oh, you can't pass that up.
But limit 2 per customer.
Well, that is kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because they advertise it. They're like, dollar beer night. And you show them like,
Limit 2 per.
well, only 2. So, of course we get 2 at a time every time.
Right.
And then like my friend Matt, he was like, that's bullshit. That's what he said too.
Right.
And I was like, why don't I give you my glasses and Kathleen's coat, and you go back and get 2 more?
Right.
But he was like, 2's enough. They were decent beers.
Are there? This was at the Hera. It has been 14 years since I've been to the Hera Arena.
Wow.
I went there for a concert at some point. Possibly the last time was when White Zombie
In the Ramones?
in the Ramones.
I was there.
Yeah.
That's where we were both there. Did not hang out with each other back then.
Nope. We didn't know each other.
Yeah. I saw Primus there.
I did not see Primus. I saw Nine Inch Nails there.
I saw Sepultura there.
Ooh.
I saw the Jim Rose Circus Sideshow.
I did see that as well. With
At the Ball Arena?
Huh?
The Ball Arena? 94?
No, they opened for Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw them when they did just them by themselves.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah, I saw them with they opened with Nine Inch Nails, and Pop Will Eat Itself was the middle act.
I was there because I remember how awful Pop Will Eat Itself was.
They were fucking terrible.
Yeah. But, wow. I forgot how... Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah.
Except
for Pop.
Downward Spiral Tour, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good giant screen of the wolf, dying during the Hurt song or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing show. It was a good show. I remember my favorite thing about Hare Arena is, they sold... they had this giant floor section, where we actually saw... dudes skate on the ice and beat each other up.
Right.
They had a floor section where you could watch the show, or they had the stands where you could sit in the seats. Once the floor sold out, you got to sit in the stands. That was it.
Right.
I remember at the Primus show, I got my tickets early, so I was on the floor. My friend Big Steve, this was during the Tales from the Punch Bowl tour.
Right.
Big Steve got his tickets late, so he was in the stands. But we got this plan where what I did was I wore a baseball cap that had I remember it had a button that was shaped like a cop car. It didn't say anything. It wasn't a statement. It was just a metal cop car pin.
Right.
And I pinned my floor ticket to the inside of my hat.
Yeah.
And I tossed the hat on the ground, and then Steve walks over to the railing where there's a security guard right before where you walk down to the floor. Right. And he was like, "Hey, where's my hat? I dropped my hat." And I was like, "Is this it?" And I was on the floor, and I tossed it up to him. He's like, "Oh, thanks, buddy." And then he had a floor ticket pinned into the inside of the hat.
Clever.
And then he walks down the floor and joins us. It was awesome.
When I went to see White Zombie Ramones, I was the first in line for tickets for that, so we got floor tickets, me and my friend.
Nice.
And there was during the Ramones, maybe even the Super Suckers, who lived up to their name.
Oh, I thought they were alright.
Oh, I thought they were awful.
Oh, I enjoyed it. Cowboy hat motherfuckers.
Yeah, not a fan. But there was this very attractive girl who was on the floor during the Ramones portion of the show, who asked me to help protect her from the other moshers.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. I did my best.
You're a gentleman.
I did my best.
Chivalrous plaid.
Must protect the ladies. Must protect the ladies who are in danger.
Endangered ladies.
Endangered ladies.
I hear they're dying out, the ladies.
They are, yeah.
By 2014, 90% of all humans will be male.
Yeah.
That's what I read.
That's awful, and looks like I'll never get laid ever again.
Speaking of awful and...
never getting laid.
And never getting laid, what kind of travesty was it that the Ramones opened for White Zombie?
I don't think they were opening for them. I think it was co-headlining.
Oh, okay. So they alternated.
Yeah, I think they were.
It's a little better.
Well, they were in their retirement mode, and you can't deny the fact that in 1996, 1997, whatever that was, White Zombie was by far a more popular band than the Ramones.
Touche, and plus they did... I mean, White Zombie is kind of known for their stage show.
Yeah.
The Ramones are four 50-year-old guys with leather jackets.
Right. Who all hated each other.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just like... It's just like, they're the fucking Ramones, you know?
Right,
It was so weird to me. It was like, they're opening for anybody?
Right.
Other than, maybe Led Zeppelin,
Right.
But yeah, it was a good show. White Zombie
show.
White Zombie was great.
Yeah.
Ramones are great.
Yep.
Super Suckers, not so much. I could take them or leave them. Yeah, I've never listened to them since, but I enjoyed it.
I think at this point in time in my life, I may be more appreciative of them, but, as a 16, 17-year-old, could not give a shit.
Yeah.
Just thought they were the worst thing ever.
You just wanted to...
Until I saw Papa Lead itself.
Then you were like, whoa, the Super Suckers rule.
Although I think I saw Papa Lead itself first.
Before that.
Yeah. They were both awful, is what I'm saying.
Papa Lead itself was one of the worst live... Pigface, worst live show I've ever seen.
Really?
It was an industrial hodgepodge.
Oh, I know who they are.
Yeah. Fucking awful live.
It's Alan Jurgensen and Ian McKay is in that, isn't he?
No, Inesh is in it. No Ian McKay. You're thinking of Palehead. But Al Jurgensen was not even at the show. It was like It was like the Levens. That's who it was, and it was ridiculously horrible. Oh my gosh. Electric Hellfire Club was better live, if that tells you anything. That's the industrial equivalent of a botched blowjob. That's what that band was.
That's hard to do, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My point, exactly. Yeah. It shouldn't be bad, but it is.
Man. I gotta tell this story.
Yeah.
I may have done the funniest thing that I have ever done in my entire life this past week.
Whoa.
I ran over a dog. No, I'm kidding. That was last week, and that was awful.
It's tragic.
It's tragic. But no.
He's alive. He's alive.
Yeah.
He lives.
He's totally alive. Whew. So anyway, this past week I was at work. And my office is on the 3rd floor. We have a handicap stall in our bathroom, but there are no elevators in our building, so there is no way that any handicapped person is ever going up on the 3rd floor.
Unless they become handicapped
while they're on the 3rd floor.
While they're already on the 3rd floor.
Right. And then at that point, I think they have more problems than going to the bathroom.
Yeah, right. Like seeking medical attention.
Right. So, I generally try to use the handicap stall up on our floor whenever possible, unless the guy in my office who has shat all over the stall and soiled the entire restroom for everybody. He is a terrible, terrible human being.
Is that the not too awful bad guy?
No, that's a different guy. Just the dirtiest motherfucker on the face of the planet. The dirtiest motherfucker on the face of the planet.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think he was working at our GE plant over the week, so he wasn't there at this particular day. I was dropping a deuce in the handicap stall.
Number two.
Number two. Mm-hmm. The handicap stall in our in the entire building is like an enclosed room, like they're like full walls and a door that closes, not like not like your typical bathroom stall that just has sort of that giant gap that you can look under. This is like
the rail.
Huh?
The rail?
It has a rail. Wow. But it is its own room.
That's amazing.
Yes,
that's what I live for.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't want to interject, but do you hold on to the rail as you're dropping the noose?
Sometimes, depending
for leverage.
Sometimes if I'm having trouble,
right. Just send it
right. So I'm in the handicap stall, and I hear the door open to the restroom, and there's a little kid voice, and he's just kind of singing as he walks in, and I hear him go into one of the other stalls, and I hear like the lid clank up against the porcelain, and in each of the stalls there is a pack of toilet seat liners.
Right.
Right, and there are instructions written on the case for where you pull out the liner.
Antibacterial seating thing.
Oh, yeah. And so this little kid, probably just judging from voice, I'm guessing is maybe 4 years old.
Wow, okay. That's young.
Very, very young.
Possibly only recently toilet trained.
Right. I hear him starting to pee in the toilet. And while he's peeing, he is reading the instructions for the toilet liners out loud.
Awesome.
And I can hear him go, pull tab to super spa, and he's doing this as loud as possible. And I am on the other side of the restroom in this enclosed handicap stall. And finally, I just say, separate.
Awesome.
There's just quiet. What? It says separate. Who's there? I don't say anything. Who's there? Who said that? Separate. 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 And he just keeps saying that over and over again. Separate.
He wants you to repeat it.
Who's there? Like at some point I was like, yep, separate. Who said that? I don't say anything. Separate. And eventually he flushes the toilet. I hear him open the stall. I hear him go to the sink to wash his hands. And he's still just saying, separate. Separate. Hello? Who's there? Hello? Separate. And I see him, and I hear him. Wash his hands, and he dries his hands, and then he just kind of stomps around in the bathroom for 10 minutes, just repeating separate over and over again. And then hello, who's there? And then finally, I hear the door open again, and he shuts off the fucking light.
What an asshole! Hey, he learned a new word, though. He was excited. But he left you in the dark.
Yeah.
Shitting in the dark. Man, shitting in the dark. That's no place to be. Occasionally, when I'm shitting in my bathroom in the basement, I'll turn the light off, and then, it's complete stillness and silence, and it's meditative.
Right.
But I can reach the light switch from the toilet.
Right, yeah.
Because it's literally
It's right there. Yeah,
it's it's 2x3, the bathroom.
Right,
it's tiny. But yeah, wow, that sucks. So how'd you get out of that mess?
I just I finished what I was doing. I sort of I waited till my eyes kind of adjusted.
Right.
I mean, it's still pretty fucking dark in there, no matter how much your eyes adjust to the dark. Because there's just barely a sliver of light coming in through under the door.
Whose kid was that?
We have a theory that there's a family that has moved into one of the offices down the hall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like above the hookers.
Kind of. Actually, we're technically above the hookers.
Okay.
But they're like on the other side of the hall, but on our floor. But yeah, they've redone the entire office, and they always have their kids there. So we pretty much just assume that they live there now.
Wow. That's awesome.
There's also some child psychologists there, so maybe it was like a fucked up little kid who was, yeah.
Oh, he's going to go lay on the couch and talk about that. I'm like, the voices tell me separate. He's like, you want to get away from your parents? I'm going to have to write this down. You need more medication.
But seriously, like up until the point where he shut off the light, I was trying so hard just not to laugh because I didn't want to give away the fact that I was there.
Yeah.
Like, I just wanted to keep fucking with him and just, like, pretend I was, like, some ghost teaching him how to read.
Like the guy that calls Bruce Willis's character Bob in 12 Monkeys.
Yeah.
Like, Bob, it's separate, Bob. So, did you get instantly pissed off when the lights went out?
No, I started laughing even more because I was like, this is typical.
Yeah.
This is my luck. Yeah.
It's funny. That is funny.
I'm so pleased with myself, though, because I just fucked with this kid.
That's pretty good, yeah. And he'll remember that for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. And like I said, he learned a new word. He gets
right. I taught him something.
Every time he hears that word from the rest of his life, he'll think about that situation. His parents will get him together one day, and they're like, Timmy, your father and I are going to separate. And he'll be like, dude in the bathroom. He'll forget all about it. He'll like glaze over and forget what they're talking about. He'll just think about you in the darkened bathroom.
So yeah, that was pretty much the highlight of my week.
Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I suppose at this point I should pick a comic book to read for the next episode.
It's tradition.
Usually.
Scarlett Johansson. Oh, what are we going to do if we have Kathleen on and then like all these naked girls pop up on your screensaver and I have to pretend like I'm not looking?
Why would you?
That's true.
Yeah. She has to realize that you're a guy.
I'm a dude.
You're a dude. I may actually, I'll probably actually be pretty self-conscious about that myself, so I'll probably make sure that they don't pop up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So you'll edit what I just said out in case she listens?
No, I don't edit.
Okay, cool.
I do not edit.
That's kind of one of our things. We don't edit.
Yeah.
We're like, it's one step away from being live.
Yeah.
Because we don't care enough to like put any effort to edit. Fuck that.
Yeah, I got stuff to do.
Yeah. Stuff to do. Yeah.
So
although I will say, I'm much more attracted to Kathleen than I am, whatever her name is.
Scarlett Johansson.
I started to say Sigourney Weaver, and I knew that wasn't right.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson. Yeah.
Don't believe you for an instant.
Oh, it's true.
You may say that.
I love that girl.
Oh, I'm sure you do. And she's a fine-looking woman. And don't want to...
SJ be damned.
But, I still can't... still don't believe you at all. Because even when me and my ex were together... if I saw someone like a Scarlett Johansson, in fact, I would actually probably say Scarlett Johansson herself. There's, as much as I loved her, Scarlett Johansson's hot.
She's an attractive female.
Yeah.
She's a hottie. She's a hottie.
Yeah, there's really nothing that changes that, ever.
But damn it.
I'm
smitten. I am smitten, man.
Your affections may be stronger for... Kathleen, but Scarlett Johansson's pretty hot.
I swear I'll say the same thing off air.
I don't believe you at all. I cannot believe you. Again, your emotions are definitely stronger towards Kathleen, certainly, because you've been dating her for roughly a year now.
Can you believe that? It seems like 3 months.
Yeah,
it really does.
But again, as attractive as Kathleen is, Scarlett Johansson.
I gotta stand by it.
Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, Iron Man 2, skin tight black bodysuit.
Every Friday, Kathleen wears the same thing, and
With
I
the
dress
Black Widow logo and the whatever the things on her wrist.
That's right. And I dress up like Iron Man, and we role play. We like to call it role play. Some call it dirty fuck. Those people are uncouth, so I don't approve of that type of nomenclature. I love you, Kathleen. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. I can't wait till we move it over in the DC category and she gets to be Robin and I'm Batman. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
You are a bigger DC fan.
That's true.
Yeah.
I am.
Well, isn't she as well?
Yeah. Well,
she likes the Green Lantern and the Batman.
She loves the X-Men, though.
Oh,
yeah,
who doesn't? Though?
Yeah.
I mean, even
I
me,
grew up loving X-Men.
I haven't read an X-Men comic in like 4 years, but it's still deep in my heart. I love the X-Men.
Spider-Man and X-Men are always going to be. Yeah. The rest of them, they're cool.
Yeah.
I love the archetypal Iron Man, Cap.
I love the idea of those characters,
right,
rather than like the actual.
They don't. Yeah, it's been a while since I've read a good Captain America. I mean, I haven't read the Brubaker stuff.
You should read those. Those are pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I could ever pick them for the show.
Do you think I would like those? Do you think I would?
I think if I gave you all the trade paperbacks, you probably would,
right?
Because they all run together.
It would just take me like 3.5 years to read them.
Right.
Yeah.
It would definitely be one of those things where like I would let you borrow them and they would like sit on like your shelf for like a month and a half and you would just be like, I really don't want to read those. But like once you do, you'd probably really enjoy them.
I'm slow to read even the things I love. Like I literally have the first 11 Invincible trade paperbacks sitting in a stack. I've read 1.5 and I fucking love them. Actually, no, I think I finished the second one. Fucking love them. Awesome.
Yeah.
3 through 11 are just sitting there. Yeah. I just don't get around to reading stuff.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Yeah.
I've got I would say it measures about 2 feet at this point, a 2-foot stack of comics that I have not read in the past 6 months.
Wow.
And,
all new stuff.
All new stuff, all stuff that has come out recently. And it's books that like a Hellblazer, which I've collected for like 13 years. I love that book. It's like one of my favorite characters. It's one of my favorite books ever. Mm-hmm. And I haven't read it in like 6 months.
Have you read, did you read The Weird World of Jack Staff yet?
No.
I've actually read that one. I bought that too.
Wow.
I was the other, I bought the other
guy.
I bought the other 50% of the order.
That is my favorite superhero book of all time.
Well, I won't spoil anything in the story.
I appreciate that.
But in the, just the, whatever he writes in the first page, he talks about a Jack Staff action figure coming out.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is exciting.
I hope it's based on his art instead of, Phil Jimenez.
Right, yeah. Comics.
Comic books, man. I fucking love them. Two staples.
Comic books and women. 2 of my favorite things in the world.
Oh, wow. I was thinking of, the actual staples in the comic, but you're right.
Yeah. And, movies are probably in my top 3. Comic books, women, movies. That's where it goes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Boom. Except for Kathleen. I'd put her right above comic.
Well, that's you. But, yeah. Until I find a new woman, then I maybe would move that up or down, depending.
Yeah,
I'd juggle some of the priorities.
Stout. That's the word. That's the word I was trying to think of last episode to describe Jeopard. Stout. Sweet Tooth? Jeopard?
Right.
I just thought of it.
I think you're wrong.
It's the word stout. He's stout.
Sturdy, maybe?
No, like
because immediately when I think of the word stout, I think of someone who is maybe like, I think of Danny DeVito.
Really?
Yeah. Just someone like super short and wide.
Stout?
Stout.
I think it's big.
No, I think
Solid.
Small, solid, sure, but very tiny.
Really?
Like a Danny DeVito. Seriously, like in my head, the word stout means like someone who is just thick but short.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll have
like
to
a
look
Patton
it up.
Oswalt or
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up. Like the penguin.
Yeah.
Stout.
Penguin stout. Yeah.
See, I'm thinking Jeopard Stout. I'll have to look it up. I don't know. I think of Sierra Nevada Stout, too, because that's pretty tasty.
Well, of course, beer.
Yeah.
And honestly, when you just blurted that out for no reason, that's what I thought you were talking
You thought
about.
I wanted to go buy some beer.
Or some Guinness or something. Yeah.
You know, it's weird. I'm not a fan of Guinness.
Neither am I, but I do not like the fancy beer.
Yeah. I like the
Oh, I know
fancy
you do. Yeah.
Or the pseudo fancy beer. Semi fancy beer.
Semi-fancy beer.
I like the cheap fancy beer.
Right.
I'm a middle ground kind of guy.
Right, yeah.
A lot of things. Wow. Are we way over time? Where are we over time?
I should probably go along to where I'm talking about the comic that I want to review for the next episode.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear the name of the comic.
This book was not necessarily recommended, but suggested, kinda, by a listener.
Oh, yeah?
A Joseph Grunenwald. Our pal Joe G.
I'm going to go on a limb and guess it's a DC comic.
Yes, it is. It's actually a Vertigo comic.
Ooh.
Beware the Creeper.
Ooh.
By Jason Hall and Cliff Chang.
I'm not a Cliff Chang hater. I thought this was going to be the Marcos Martin one.
Marcos Martin.
Didn't he draw a Creeper series?
Nope.
Didn't he?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. I thought he did.
Nope.
Well, then I'm excited.
All right. Cliff Chang and Marcos Martin have a similar style.
Oh yeah? Huh?
Maybe that's what you're thinking of.
I thought Joe said something about Marcus Martin drawing.
He is probably confused because he suggested this exact series that I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
And it's Cliff Chang, not Marcus Martin.
Well,
Maybe
that's
Marcus
cool.
Martin inked it. I don't know. But
I like Cliff Chang.
Cliff Chang is
He's good.
Yeah.
He's very good.
Yeah.
Who wrote this?
Jason Hall.
Jason Hall.
His best known work is probably Pistol Whip.
Oh, okay.
Or
I've read Pistol Whip.
There was another book.
This it was like Heathcliff.
Sure.
Star Comics.
Yes.
1987.
Yes. Yeah, Beware the Creeper.
Beware the Creeper. Awesome. I'm excited.
All right.
Sweetness, brah.
Fantastic. You know what? I have to get up in 4 hours to go to work.
No, you don't?
No, that's right. I don't. I get to sleep in.
I have to get up in about 7 hours.
God.
I got a 10-hour day.
I have a no-hour day.
Ooh.
I'm hanging out with my very good friend tomorrow. We're hanging out early since I don't have to be at work. She actually, the last time we hung out, she asked me if there was a perchance fact that maybe I would get off early on a Friday.
Right.
And I said, probably not. But then I found out over the week that I don't have to work on Friday at all, so we're going to hang out early.
Lo and behold.
Fuck yeah.
Probably.
Don't know what we're going to do. Probably just hang out here and maybe watch some Dexters.
Oh, that's awesome, though.
Fuck yeah.
We just looked at the Mr. Morgan's Mr. Morgan's Laboratory on T
Yes.
Fury. Awesome shirt.
Yes.
Whoever designed that, we don't know the name.
Whoever they are is a fucking genius.
Hats off to you, sir, or ma'am.
Yes. Right, it's late. Let's get the fuck out.
It's tomorrow already.
I gotta drink a gallon of water so I don't have a hangover tomorrow.
Yeah, we're full of alcohol.
Yes, we are. Alcohol and nuts.
Nuts.
All right, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for supporting us throughout this difficult
We
time.
haven't mentioned the last episode yet.
Nope.
We're not going to.
No.
Okay.
All right. Surely they figured it out by now.
Yeah.
Surely they have.
What day did that air? Come on, don't sue us.
Right.
All right.
All right. See you next week. Beware the Creeper. Vertigo.
Beware.
BC, Joe Grunenwald, who's not going to be on the episode.
Recommend
We suggested it to us.
Recommend. Yeah, suggested.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Gutter Trash can be downloaded at www.guttertrash.net, iTunes, Podcast Alley, and Feedburner. You can also find us at myspace.com/guttertrash_net, seanborn.net, and buyerbewarecomics.blogspot.com. Contact us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. We'll see you next time.